Hello everyone. Today I'm back with another YouTube video. This time it has nothing to do with Minecraft. This is actually an origami design that I came up with. Origami is one of my favorite hobbies, but I've kind of been drifting away. So I may or may not post more origami videos. Anyway, what I'm going to show you is a design I came up with. I like to call it a Brontosaurus. But I guess it could work with any four-legged creature if you tweak it enough. And this is actually pretty easy to fold, which explains why the back is yellow legs. I don't get how that happened. But anyway, it's pretty simple to fold. I actually emailed this design to Chris Alexander, the author of Star Wars Origami, 36 amazing paper folding projects from a galaxy far, far away. That is a very good combination of both simple and complicated origami designs, and they are all Star Wars related. What got me started on origami, though, was Tom Engelberger's The Strange Case of Origami Yoda. And it is a series of 7 books today. The 7th book was actually the end of the series. However, Tom Engelberger's super folders were allowed to make sequels. His super folders are the people who go onto his website and post origami and other paper crafting and stuff that has to do with his books. Anyway, it's a really good book series. It has a story to it as well as origami instructions in the back. Anyway, to make this design, you're going to I like to start with both sides of the sheet are the same color. And then you're going to fold a preliminary base. If you don't know how to do a preliminary base, I'm going to show you how. So anyway, you're going to start with a paper diagonal, and you're going to fold it down into a triangle, then across into a triangle. Then you're going to flip it over, and then fold it into a rectangle that way, and then fold it into a rectangle the other way. Then you're going to rotate a little bit, and this is the hardest part of the preliminary base, although once you have a little bit of practice, it's pretty simple. What you're going to do is press this triangle down onto this one, and do the same thing on this side, then flatten this. If you didn't quite catch that, there are plenty of other videos on YouTube. I don't have a video on how to make a preliminary base, but there are plenty of them out there. So anyway, then what you're going to do is you're going to fold another preliminary base out of this one. Now, when you're about to actually fold it completely, like that, make sure that at the start, this tip where everything meets is at the top, and then when you're finished, it will be at the bottom. See, there's that tip again. And anyway, inside, okay, first, before you do that, you're going to take this flap, you're going to include this layer because you can't separate it from this one, and you're going to just mount and fold it into the rest of the model. Then you're going to go over to the other side and do the same thing. And then in the middle, you're going to do the same thing. So now all those little triangles are out of the way. So what you're going to do now is you're going to flip it back over, and you take these flaps, which are going to be the legs, and two of them have another flap inside. So you can pull this out of it and pull it almost all the way out, like that. It's basically a reverse fold. It might be an outside reverse fold, but I don't think so. Then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Then you're going to choose which side is going to have the head on it, and then you're going to reverse fold it, and then if you want to, this head separates into two flaps, you can just pull them down, so then it'll look like that, like the one that I had at first. And then if you want to, you can tweak the legs a little bit, but I don't want to tweak the legs at all. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse fold the tips inside. And in case you don't know what a reverse fold is, I probably should have showed you this earlier. It's when you open a pocket, valley fold, and then close it. Mainly used for making things smaller or things that stick out at a 90-degree angle. Like maybe if you're making a humanoid, then you're going to need a foot. So then you'd use a reverse fold to make it stick out in a 90-degree angle. There's an example of that. But anyway, I am using it to make the legs smaller. And if you can, you might want to separate the legs a little bit. But if you don't want to, there are cases in which you wouldn't have to do that. And there you go. In some cases, you might want to reverse fold the tail in, or to keep things simple, maybe not even fold the tail altogether. And with enough tweaking, well, it's not really that hard to do this, but if you want people to actually see it, it takes some work. But eventually, you'll be able to make it stick down like this. But I'm doing a Brontosaurus, so I will put it back up. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you guys. So, be sure to share this video with others, hit that like button, and subscribe. Good night, everyone.